Does Thomas Partey go straight back into the starting lineup for Arsenal? Listen, after Jorginho's heroics last week, he won us that game, yeah? He took that risky shot in the last minute and it bounced off of Martinez's head. But listen, nevertheless, I'm excited to see Arteta's starting lineup because listen, I don't want to see nothing more than 3 points. Let's get into the video. What's good, Arsenal fans? It's your boy Dennydenzafc here, and I'm back with another match preview. Yeah, this time we're getting ready for that Leicester versus Arsenal game, away game down at the King Power Stadium up in Leicester, 3 PM kickoff. Boy, after last week's game, I'm still buzzing. You get me? I'm still buzzing. The excitement is still flowing through my veins. Yeah. But I can't lie to you lot, I do not want to see another game like last week. Even though it's good for the Premier League, perfect advertisement for the Premier League. That's what the Premier League's all about. Yeah, that's what the Premier League's all about. But listen, this week, yeah, we need to make sure we secure the bag. Nothing less than 3 points. Let's keep up this momentum. We've got a good run of games. Let me just run you guys through our upcoming fixtures, yeah? Cool, so we got Leicester. We got Leicester City, then we have Everton, Bournemouth, Europa League game against Sporting, Fulham. Yeah? Listen, guys, we have got a very, I wouldn't say they're easy games because no game is easy in the Premier League. Every game is going to be tough and we need to battle for every single point that is available to us. Yeah? And this is where it's getting to that crunch time now. We're past halfway through the season. Yeah, we've had our little mid-season blip. City's had a blip as well, and they are hot on our tails. Listen, I can't believe that City dropped points against Nottingham Forest. Shout out my guy Chris Wood. Yeah, shout out my guy Chris Wood. He done the business for us against City last week, and he made them drop points. 1-1 draw. So yeah, man, we're back. We're back. So we just need to maintain this momentum going into this game against Leicester City. And I'm just like, I don't know where to start because it's like with Leicester City, they're very inconsistent. Remember, they pumped Tottenham 4-1. Obviously, they can't do that to us, red side of London. But they pumped Tottenham 4-1 and then they lost. So it's like you don't know which Leicester City side you're gonna get. I heard Maddison is injured for this game. Possibly, obviously, they're assessing his injury at the moment, so he might be able to start this game. It's a bit hit and miss, yeah. But this game so important, and Leicester City's form. As I said, I don't know which Leicester City is gonna turn up. You don't know if you're gonna get a high flying Leicester City or if you're gonna get you're just gonna get a dud performance. So yeah, man. We just got to make the most of the opportunity, especially of their form. Like they started the season very slow. Obviously, they picked up the pace a bit. They started getting back into it, getting back into the season. They've had a good few good results. So yeah, man, we just got to be wary, play our game. I know we can play our game, but the biggest decision of this weekend is: do we stick with our match winner from last week, Jorginho, or does Thomas Partey go straight back into the starting lineup? That is the big decision we have to make this weekend. Well, Arteta's got to make that decision because you see me, yeah, I'm going with Partey straight away. But you know what? Jorginho impressed me last week. Listen, I'll be the first person to say that I was wrong. Yeah, when we signed Jorginho, I was criticizing. But remember, I'm thinking with my heart and not my head. Especially in them times there where we just bid X amount for Caicedo, and then we've ended up with another former Chelsea player. You remember the players that's played for us? David Luiz, Willian, Petr Cech. Yeah, none of these guys have been world beaters at Arsenal. So it was just like, oh, we're getting another OAP. Another OAP from Chelsea just to come and fuck up our system. But to be fair, listen, Jorginho minded the match last week. Absolutely balled out, kept the play moving. You get me? Helped break the lines, helping Xhaka. But listen, I don't know, man. It's a sticky situation still for Arteta because I'm trying to think, like, could you play Jorginho and Partey? Is that a thing? If that's a thing, comment down below. Let me know if you'd like to see that. But Jorginho and Partey, is that even a thing? Maybe it's a bit too rigid, you know what I mean? You need a bit of movement. But yeah, man, like another headache for the manager in a lot of positions. Again, Zinchenko, like at fault last week for one of the goals, but he then stepped up, scored the goal, no celebrating. Get back to the centre circle, let's get this dub. Let's make sure we score another goal and we make sure we leave here with all 3 points. And that's what we did last week. Second away game on the bounce after Villa. Another hard stadium, King Power Stadium. It's not easy, man, going up to Leicester. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we can get a victory because, like, I felt like there was times last week we didn't play rubbish at all. It's just our back line, yeah. Our forward line, Nketiah, like I hear it, innit? I see like you do bits, but I just feel like you're not fully there. You get me? I don't feel like you can lead us to the title, but I respect the effort and the amount of passion that you play with, because the press that you do, bro, absolutely brazy. Yeah, the passion, the running, the legs that you put in the team, you put pressure on the defenders, and I can't fault you. You've scored goals as well. It's not like you haven't scored any goals. I respect you, bro. But when it comes to those clinical chances, I don't think you're the guy to tuck them away. Yeah, or unless you prove me wrong. That's what I'd like to see. As an Arsenal fan, I want to be proven wrong, yeah, because I've got high expectations. I come from an era where we was winning. So right now, listen, I expect you to be clinical, Eddie. Yeah, be clinical in this game. And yeah, man, back to the back line. I think it's very heavily focused on the back line. William Saliba especially. William Saliba. As I said, he was a Rolls Royce at the start of the season before the World Cup. It's like we rented out a Rolls Royce to somebody and then they brought us back a fucking Nissan Micra. Because it's like, well, what happened? Ollie Watkins, simple step over, got past you, slapped it across goal. Like, I expected so much better from William last week, and as I've been saying, since the World Cup, he hasn't been the same. Yeah, I don't know what they're putting the food out there, but he hasn't been the same since coming back. So I would like to see a very, 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 very big performance from William Saliba against Leicester City, because he's overdue, and we need a clean sheet. I'm not gonna lie, the more we keep leaking goals, I feel like City's just going to run away with it, because they've got players like Erling Haaland, the android. He does not stop scoring. So if it comes down to the wire and it needs to go to goal difference, we need to make sure we can, because City's defence doesn't look all that, but our defence looks better than City's. It's just City's system is more like it's molded. It's been there for quite a few years now, and they know. Everyone knows Pep standards. Everyone knows what he wants. He gets. Yeah. If you're not involved, you get out of the team. So yeah, man, we need to make sure that backline is solid. Benny Blanco, Ben White, balling out last week. I want to see the same again this week. But as I said, it's down to the 2 centre backs. Gabriel, I can't lie, he has been fucking immense. I'm so happy that he's one of the players that we tied down to a new contract very, very early, because there's not like many great left-footed centre backs left, and he's one of them, and he's young, and we signed him to a new contract. So yeah, man, Gabriel, absolute baller, man. Keep doing what you're doing, fight for the team, and yeah, man, I feel like we can get this dub. Yeah. And let's go through the team. Right. Who else we got in this team? We got wingers. What we saying for Martinelli? Gabriel Martinelli. I got my wish last week. Leandro Trossard started. Yeah. I can't lie. You know, like when I see Leandro Trossard play, he has so much more composure, especially in those tight spaces where the game's a bit tight and you need someone to 1-2 touch passes, get out of them tight situations. And that's what I'm saying about Trossard. And also, the guy can shoot both feet, bro. Anytime he shoots, like, his shooting technique is top class. The way he strikes the ball, beautiful. Like, you see the way Rashford strikes the ball and he gets that head over the ball just like Ronaldo did, and he slaps it. Trossard, that shooting technique, that striking technique, absolutely immense. Left foot, right foot. So I can't lie, I think I probably would like to see Leandro Trossard start again, because as you saw last week, Martinelli came off the bench. Impact, yeah? When their fullbacks are tired and you bring on Martinelli, bro, and them going, there's no chance in hell you're catching Gabriel Martinelli. And yeah, man, he got lucky with the goal last week, but listen, it will do the world of good for Martinelli's confidence, and hopefully he can bring that confidence into this game. But yeah, man, overall this is like, this game, I feel like obviously like Leicester City, they have so much, like this game against Leicester City, I feel like we have so much resting on it. Obviously we're playing at 3 o'clock, but I don't care what fucking time we play. We just need to make sure we secure all 3 points, apply that pressure to City, because the more points we keep getting, as we've seen already, City is they're even inconsistent themselves. They're inconsistent right now, so let's take advantage of it. We've got a good run of games coming up. Yeah, very winnable games. To be fair, we should be winning all games. We're better than all of those teams, especially on paper. Yeah, we're better than all of those teams, so I expect nothing less than 3 points and that dub. Yeah, but let's get straight into my starting 11 for this game against Leicester City. I'm going with Ramsdale in goal. Absolute, he's had a good few games. That save that he did for Bailey's goal last week, quality. Yeah. Right back, we're going with Benny Blanco, Benjamin White. Once again, solid last week. William Saliba, he has to start because I'm not starting Rob Holding. Yeah. William Saliba has to start, no brainer. But William Saliba, step up. Get your mind in the game, yeah. Get your mind in the game, and let's make sure you get back to that form that we all know that you're capable of. Gabriel has to start left centre back, been quality since the World Cup. Left back, I've been screaming for Tierney over the last few weeks. but I feel like Zinchenko, yeah. Last game, even though he did make a mistake, like he just keeps the ball moving. Do you get me? Sometimes we play a bit slow, but Zinchenko, he kept the ball moving, kept trying, and his passion. You see, when we're on the pitch, I can't even sit here and say that KT ain't got no passion, because Kieran Tierney is probably one of the most passionate players in the Arsenal squad, do or die player. Do you understand? But Zinchenko, the relationship he's got with the fans right now, it's a no-brainer, man. Zinchenko's got to start in that inverted role, and yeah, going into midfield. Probably the biggest selection dilemma for Arteta this weekend. Do you start Jorginho, or does Thomas Partey come straight back into the team? In my opinion, I think Arteta is personally going to start Jorginho, just because we need to keep Partey safe. Wrap that guy in cotton wool, yeah, and sellotape, just in case he gets another knock. But listen, Thomas Partey, I think, me personally, just knowing Arteta and how stubborn he is naturally, he's very rigid. Yeah, he's starting Jorginho, and he'll probably, when he gets a bit leggy, or maybe first half, second half sub, like, you never know. Just know you're gonna see Thomas Partey tomorrow, and just the fact that he's on our bench, I'm happy, innit? It's just like it's a sense of security, and yeah, man, nice to have him back in the squad, because listen, when we ain't got him, the form, yeah. So yeah, man, Jorginho, defensive mid in the 6, and then we've got Granit Xhaka and Martin Odegaard in the 8. Personally, for me, Granit Xhaka, if this is the only way for me where we can start KT, yeah, start KT left back. He can do some form of job with in that inverted role that Zinchenko does, but he can play Zinchenko centre mid alongside Partey or Jorginho. He's done it for his club. He's done it for his national team. So it's like, it's a no-brainer. Give it a try, man. Give it a try. Play Zinchenko centre mid and play KT as well. That way, best of both worlds. But yeah, in my opinion, again, rigid Arteta. He's gonna start Jorginho, Xhaka, Odegaard, and then the front three. Me personally, I don't think the front three should change from last week, because I felt it was effective, and you know, like, I felt like we had options on the bench. And we still got players like Smith Rowe come back from injuries on the bench. You get me? Fabio Vieira and Gabriel Jesus, so close to a return for Arsenal. And let me tell you one thing, I cannot fucking wait until we see Gabby Jesus back out on the pitch. But listen, I don't want to rush things. I want him to be back, and I want him to be back for the long run, not a short stint and then he goes away. So yeah, man, listen. Anyway, guys, that was my match preview, yeah, with your boy Dennydenzafc. If you like this video, make sure you smash the like button. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, and make sure you smash that noti bell so you know when I upload next, yeah. But until then, I'll see you next time.